What's going on, Wacky Cat? Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the first episode. And this episode, we're going to be talking about video games, WWE 2K23, and where it ranks. And also, we're going to be talking about AEW Fight Forever, a game that I've said I wasn't going to talk about, but it's still getting interesting about the facts of when it's coming out. But we're going to get into all that. So, let's go. Welcome to the show. Now, we're going to be talking about WWE 2K23. A lot of mixed signals, mixed reviews. A lot of people say they love the game, and I'm one of them. And a lot of people say, it's too buggy, it's too glitchy. And some people even saying on Twitter that the game is broken. This game is not broken. You know, it does do a little weird stuff here and there. I will not lie to you. This game does do weird stuff, but I will say, despite all the weird stuff, despite the glitches, it's one of the best WWE 2K games they ever made. And I want people to, because some people are like confused and shocked that I will say this. And the reason I'm saying this, and I wanted to make this clear, I'm not talking about wrestling games of all time. I'm just talking about the games that WWE 2K made. This game, and I'm just talking about the gameplay. I know other games had different elements of my rise to my career. When I'm coming from the gameplay. The gameplay is the meat and potatoes of all of the game, and everything else is just extras, just seasoning. First of all, the one thing that I love about 2K23 is that the matches, if you can adjust the sliders just right, you can have a wrestling match last for almost 40 minutes. You can make it shorter. You can make the necessary. You can adjust so much stuff to your customization, to your liking, that I will have to rank it up there. And then we're going to talk about the graphics. The graphics are so stunning. They're amazing. The sweat, the skin, the flesh. Now, I will say this. WWE 2K19 did a great job with when the superstar hits the other opponent. You can see the whelps, the bruising around their face. With WWE 2K23, that seems not to be happening. Now, I do say the blood of 2K23, when the superstar bleed, is more realistic. It's better. With 2K22, going back a year, 2K22, they just bled, and it didn't make sense. It's like now with 2K23, when they bleed, they kind of pinpoint different spots where they bleed at, as far as the face. It look like sometimes they bleed from the eye. It looks like they bleed from the nose, the side of the head. So I did like that. But they do need to put the whelps as the progression of the matches goes on with 2K23. They need to have that back, and they need to bring back the face paint, because 2K19 had to, where when you fought another wrestler and you was beating him up, the face paint will fade away as the match progresses. They need to bring those key things back. But like I said before, they don't really have enough time to be. I mean, this is all my opinion. They're rushing these games. This podcast, I'm going to keep it real. The game is being rushed, if you ask me. 2K22 was a very decent game. No major bugs. Well, I'm going to take that back. 2K22 didn't have many glitches at all. The one thing it did have, though, it was what I would call a deleted data situation that I've experienced twice. And that was how, I mean, some people can say it's my claim to fame. I was the first person to mention the deleted data. Nobody else was talking about deleted data, just me. And then a lot of people started to follow my channel, subscribe to my channel, and I was trying to come up with different ways of possibly getting your data back with Xbox. I helped a few people. I couldn't help myself because for whatever reason, I don't know. I couldn't help myself with that situation. But that was the biggest bug of them all. And somebody even, and I was hoping that the 2K22 deleted data bug or whatever you want to call it didn't pass on with 2K23. And I haven't seen it yet, but somebody, one person in my comment section did say their data got deleted in 2K23. I cannot confirm this, but this is alleged. I don't know, but I'm hoping to gracious that this does not happen. The thing that I don't like, though, about 2K23, and I didn't like with 2K22, and they both share, is that the fact that you have to literally, to get some superstars, play the game. You have to unlock this character by beating this superstar. You have to go progress in My Rise to unlock that superstar. You have to unlock that thing and showcase to unlock RVD. RVD's pretty easy. He's in the beginning, but Kurt Angle, you have to do all that to unlock them superstars, right? So if the deleted data situation is happening here, then I will have to grind out all over again. It will be very frustrating. So I will have to unlock all these characters all over again. Not to mention the created wrestlers that a lot of us made over the years, and a lot of us, it's a whole bunch of different slots. You can just keep making created wrestler after created wrestler, and all that get deleted. I really hope, just one person did though, say that their deleted data situation was going on with 2K23. I really hope that's not true. But time will tell. Okay, now let's take our attention to AEW Fight Forever, if that's going to be the name of it, because there's a dispute going on for the name. Some other organization saying they own the rights, allegedly, to the name Fight Forever. So you mean to tell me we got this game on pre-order from different retail outlets, and I mean, they had placeholder dates as well. This game is coming out December of last year. This game is coming out March of this year. And you mean to tell me that the name of AEW Fight Forever is in jeopardy here? This is I don't know what the word, I'm not going to use the word crazy, but this is action packed of the different things allegedly are happening to this game to not make this game come out. And there's also rumors that Kenny Omega is still negotiating his AEW deal. Now, what does that have to do with AEW Fight Forever? Well, from my understanding, Kenny Omega is some type of producer. I'm not exactly sure the title, but he's heavily involved in AEW Fight Forever. He's some type of producer leading this game. But at the same time, this game has not come out. We have rumors of Kenny Omega possibly signing to the WWE. I mean, these are just rumors here, but like, that's crazy that the game ain't come out, that he's basically in charge of somewhat, and the WWE could be possibly trying to sign this guy. And I'm also hearing from allegedly, I did hear Tony Khan, people was asking when this game is going to release, and from my understanding, he was saying it's basically finished. I guess they add in the finishing touches to the game, but I'm hearing from reports that THQ Nordic is saying they're still making the game. They're still working on the game. So THQ Nordic is not really saying, from reports, that they're done with the game. They're still working on the game. So the fans are confused as to exactly when to anticipate the game, because for the longest time it says coming soon. Coming soon is up for interpretation, because we don't know. Coming soon can mean far down the line, or coming soon can mean next month. No one knows, but people, including myself, are getting impatient. And a lot of people are telling me, yo, Wacky Cat, just be patient, man. Why are you worrying about the release date? You shouldn't worry about that. Be patient. To me, and this is just my opinion, I'm excited about the game. So much so, but it's been misleading me. I'm just going to speak for myself. I have been misled about the release of this game due to the placeholder dates of these retailers changing the the date it's going to come out. One day, Best Buy say the game may come out this day, and then they change it but there's no official day. And then you have these different events, Tokyo Game Show, so many different events, and come and go, and they show a little bit of the gameplay, and then it's not talked about for a few months. Then they'll bring it up. The rollout of this game is kind of really confusing, kind of frustrating, because, and this just may be me, from the wording, from the wording and from the excitement and the build of the commercials we got, the one commercial we got, and of the events, it would make me believe, and I did believe, that the game was going to come out sooner rather than later. But there's so many loose ends. There appears to be so many loose ends with this game that it's making it hard to release. I even had one of you guys leave a comment last year about AEW Fight Forever, said, I don't think this game is going to come out until 2024. And I when I looked at the comment last year, I said 2024. No, the game's going to come out way before then, man. Don't worry about that. I mean, I know it's coming soon. I know they're giving us the runaround. But with all these issues appearing to be happening, I would not be surprised if AEW Fight Forever doesn't come out until the end of this year or the beginning of next year. I really starting to question exactly when this game is going to be released. And I think it's just remarkable to me. But nevertheless, still excited about the game. Still excited. And I have to say, it's their first rodeo. But even, I'm a big fan of Jim Cornette's podcast. Jim Cornette even was making fun of the video game not releasing when it said it's going to release. And the alleged ratings. And when we get this game, is it going to be the game that we got shown to with all the blood? The game had a ton of blood from the previews, older previews. But that was before they changed the ratings. So are we going to get a dialed back game here? Two things are we going to get here. Are we going to get a dialed back game with not as much blood as we was presented at before, because they had to clean up the game? They didn't want to make it too violent. So we may get a different game. And could it be a possibility, because of this whatever legal issue allegedly, that AEW Fight Forever name will be changed to something else? Can this dispute be solved? I mean, probably can. May have to spend some extra money. I don't know how they got to do it, some more litigation or whatever. But I mean, you would have think. But that shows you the rookie side of them making a game. Loose ends that normally other game developers would have already figured out, would have already patterned the name, would have already got the rating system just right and prepared before they even released game footage to us. Well, anyway, we're still waiting. Hopefully it comes soon. And now I'm going to talk quick about WWE, the real product. We all saw, if you watch Monday Night Raw, Brock Lesnar betrayed Cody Rhodes, beat the crap out of him, slammed him, hit him with, hit him with the steel steps. And then the next following Monday, Cody Rhodes asked for a match at Backlash. So we're possibly going to get a match between Brock Lesnar and Cody Rhodes, which, hey, I'm here for it. But here's the thing. Brock Lesnar, the following Monday, this Monday coming up, they said he's going to, I guess, talk and make a statement, because there still is no rhyme or reason as to why he's attacked Cody Rhodes. The announcers keep saying he was mad about that he started WrestleMania first and then Cody Rhodes got to wrestle at WrestleMania last. He was the main event, and I guess they're saying he's jealous because of that. But there got to be more to the story. Hopefully Brock Lesnar can communicate that to us on this Monday Night Raw where he's supposed to talk. Now, for the most part, I'm a Brock Lesnar fan. I like big guys. I like Goldberg. I like the bigger guys, the more dominant guys. I know a lot of you guys like the flip, the parkour guys that be flipping off tables and all that. I mean, that's pretty cool too, but I'm more of a dominant squash match type of guy, and that's what Brock Lesnar is. He's gonna squash match you. But as far as promos, babyface Brock, the cowboy Brock that he just transitioned from to his new heel, he could talk, but most of the time when Brock Lesnar was a heel, he had a mouthpiece. He had Paul Heyman to talk for him. So this is going to be one of the rare times we've seen Brock Lesnar as a heel without a mouthpiece. Now, there has been times in the past Brock Lesnar has been a heel and didn't have Paul Heyman. He did talk a little trash, but I honestly don't think that's his strong point. I would rather have him, though for the most part, Brock Lesnar does his talking in the ring. That's when he really shines. When he starts slamming you, when he starts Suplex City, when he takes you to Suplex City, that's when he does the talking. Promos, I'm not a fan of his promo unless he has, a Paul Heyman or some sort. So this is going to be very interesting of how Brock Lesnar is going to be giving his promos against Cody Rhodes. Now, I will say this. Could it be a storyline to where Paul Heyman may advocate for Brock Lesnar, go back to Brock Lesnar, or go between Brock Lesnar and Cody and Roman Reigns, be both of their advocates? That be the advocate and be the wise man. Possibility, because I think he really does need the mouthpiece to convey the reason as to why he attacked Cody Rhodes. Because honestly, I mean, look, they could let him speak now. And Brock Lesnar, he seems like a cursor. I think I've seen a few of it. Well, I think I did see a few of his interviews, and he said a few curse words here and there. I think a real aggressive promo as Brock Lesnar as a heel, there's probably going to be a lot of cussing in it. Which is, a good thing or a bad thing. Well, WWE try to make everything PG. They don't like too much cussing. Now, if it was AEW, that's one thing I give AEW. They be letting their wrestlers cuss up a storm and sometimes cuss way too much. But they're going to have to if Brock Lesnar is going to do a promos by himself as a heel, they're going to have to let him be his authentic self, and he may be a cusser, and he may cuss somebody out, so you're going to just have to let him cuss Cody Rhodes out as to why he attacked him during that tag team match. You're going to have to let him go, or bring Paul Heyman, a guy, he's the mouthpiece. He don't really have to cuss you out. He just, got the punchlines and the wordplay. But nevertheless, I honestly... I'm going to be honest. I'm a fan of Cody Rhodes. I'm a bigger fan of Brock Lesnar. The way Brock Lesnar is now, I don't see Cody Rhodes, even as a babyface, honestly, believably beating Brock Lesnar as he is now. Brock Lesnar is bigger, badder, more intimidating looking, stronger, tougher, rugged than he's ever been in his WWE career. Now, young Brock Lesnar, when he was first starting, he was big then and dominant, but he's way bigger, way dominant. I don't see, and Cody Rhodes is a big guy himself, but he's not big as Brock Lesnar. He's a small looking guy when you look at Brock Lesnar and look at him. I don't see, believably, Cody Rhodes beating Brock Lesnar for real. I mean, what is WWE? I'm really intrigued of what WWE going to do about this. How are you going to book this match? Because if you think I'm going to believe, and I like Cody Rhodes, but if you think I'm going to believe that Cody Rhodes, babyface Cody Rhodes, can beat the dominant, big, monster beast Brock Lesnar is now, you got to be kidding. You got to be joking. You got to be playing with me. You're gonna have WWE gonna have to make a decision here how they're gonna do this match, because as you're gonna have Cody Rhodes use weapons, because that's the only way I'm gonna believe it. Because you have had baby faces in the past use weapons and cheat to beat heel Brock Lesnar. The Undertaker a few years ago, as the babyface, beat heel Brock Lesnar by low blowing him. He cheated. So you're going to have that. But could Cody Rhodes cheating to beat Brock Lesnar mess up his character, mess up his image of Cody Rhodes' image? It could possibly damage it. Or are you going to have Brock Lesnar just beat Cody Rhodes fair and square? This is very interesting. This is the part I'm really interested in, what type of way, because if you are building up Cody Rhodes as a comeback story to go for the championship, to beat Roman Reigns or whoever to get that championship, you're going to have him winning more than losing. And this is a good test right here. How are y'all going to make it believable to the fans? Because us fans, certain styles are clashing here. Now, several years ago, and I'm not going on too far off on a tangent, you had Brock Lesnar face CM Punk. CM Punk was actually holding his own against Brock Lesnar. For whatever reason, CM Punk made it believable, and he shocked me. He made it believable towards he looked like he could beat Brock Lesnar, even though Brock Lesnar made CM Punk look like a little guy. CM Punk was beating him, and actually Paul Heyman got involved, actually cheated and helped Brock Lesnar beat CM Punk. So it is possible to make it believable. But CM Punk at the time when he was facing Brock Lesnar, as he had a ruggedness to him. CM Punk had a ruggedness to him to where he'll do anything it took to beat his opponent. Rather, he was a heel, well, a babyface, it doesn't really matter. But Cody Rhodes is coming off to me, and I'm a fan of it, but it's coming off to me as a straight goody two-shoes babyface, where he's not going to cheat for real. He's going to play by the book. And I don't see a goody two-shoes babyface beating dominant heel Brock Lesnar believably. Like I said, CM Punk, when he was a babyface, he was more like a rugged, I'll still cheat, and he made it work, babyface, and that played into his wrestling matches. And even though guys was bigger than him, guys was better, in the ring better than him, he still pulled it off and it was believable. So yeah, Cody Rhodes, Brock Lesnar match. WWE got their hands full with this. How they going to make us think? How they going to do this? Unless y'all show Cody Rhodes act a little bit rugged, act a little bit, when I mean rugged, I mean, look, I'm not going to be smiling. I can't, because he's, to me, and this is my opinion, all these are my opinions. Cody Rhodes is not really showing his hardcore side for real. He's just been showing, I'm back. He's got a little loud here and there with the promos, but he hasn't really shown, he hasn't hit nobody with a steel chair, because, some people say baby faces shouldn't do that. He's a baby face. Man, there has been baby faces in the past that have used steel chairs, have got down and dirty. Stone Cold Steve Austin is a baby face. The Rock is a baby face. The Undertaker is a baby face. Cody Rhodes is almost like a John Cena baby face, as where, I don't know, he will be acting out of character to show, because he's established a certain type of babyface character so far. And if he was to use a steel chair right now, or curse Brock Lesnar out, now he can get loud with him, but if he was to, he will be acting out of character here, and then we would be seeing a new Cody Rhodes character, and it could potentially damage the image of him, if you know what I mean. But nevertheless, really interested in seeing what happens. Well, anyway, that's the topics for this first episode of my podcast. Thank you for listening. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. More episodes to come where I'll be talking about the video game. I'll be talking about the real wrestling product. I may even talk more about AEW. Yeah, I'm going to while watching Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, certain areas here and there. Well, anyway, I'm Wacky Cat. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast, the channel, and I'm out.